What is going on, everyone? This is EK1 Gaming here, and in today's video we're going to be talking Division 2 PTS. Now there's going to be a couple of questions that's going to pop up in this video, so please don't forget to leave me a comment answering those questions in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and the little notification bell, and now let's get into it. So before we get into the video, let me tell you about today's sponsor, and that is dving.net. Now these offer a wide range of products, whether that be Trials of Osiris flawless runs, the mountaintop, or simply raid completions. They have it all. Now I would never normally promote a company that does this, however a lot of people are in a similar situation to me. And that situation is, you're playing one game, it might be a new update on the Division, obviously TU11's coming, so you'll be focusing on, say, Summit. However, I still want to try and level up my Destiny 2 character ready for the new DLC. And now this is where Dving step in and offer a reliable, fast service to get you what you need. They use a VPN, so there's no strange activity is on your account. They offer a refund service, so if there's any issues or you change your mind, you can get a full refund or part refund depending on the situation. And 24/7 customer support, which is absolutely incredible. You can just click the button in the bottom right and basically get support 24/7. So there's secure payments, and it guarantees it uses no bots or scripts, meaning it's real play by real people. The fast delivery, though, is what makes this stand out. So if you're looking for that extra oomph in your game, visit dving.net and take a look at their products. So with that out the way, let's get into today's video. Now, there's been a lot of talk about PTS and stuff like that, and whether we should actually have a PTS, because of course everyone's been playing the PTS recently for TU11. There's been a number of issues reported to the devs, and it looks like what's going to happen is they're just going to release the game mode with those bugs or with those issues in it already without acting upon it. So that begs the question. This is the first question of the day, and do you think we should have a PTS on Division 2 in the future? So do you think every update needs a PTS? Now I say this, and I've got my own opinion on this, and I've kind of put it out on Twitter a little bit. Epic Slayers did put a tweet out, which I'm going to show you now, but basically he asked the question what I'm asking you now. Do you think we should have a PTS in the future? And my initial answer was kind of, well, no, because they don't act upon the information that they get from the customers or from the community. But however, there is another side to it, and I do agree there is two sides to this. If we didn't have the PTS, those issues would be probably even worse, because they do fix slight issues. But I do say, if there's anything that's like remotely involves them doing a little bit of hard work, they don't care, and they just kind of ignore the information that's been given to them. The way I see the PTS at the moment is it's just a distraction. So basically what they'll do is bring out a PTS that basically just gives you something to play and be quiet. It's almost like giving a child a colouring book and some crayons and just saying sit in the corner and don't talk to me for a couple of weeks until we want you to talk to us. So it's kind of just a distraction for me. That's what I think it's all about. It's, oh, we haven't got any content for them to play. Yeah, just give them a PTS. They can play that for a couple of weeks. They'll be quiet, you know, they won't complain. You know, maybe we'll get some bugs fixed out of it. But I think that's all it is. And I honestly think that the devs do not use the PTS how it's meant to be used. You know, why would you release a broken game mode? Why would you do that? Surely just set back the game mode. Don't release it and keep, you know, testing it or doing whatever. Because basically what the PTS is a test server. So we're testing the game for them. Because of course it's obvious that they don't play this game. Judging on the last state of the game that they did, where they didn't even know the name of the new shrapnel trap. You know, that to me is terrible. For a community lead to not know the name of the new item that's coming out is awful. And you know what? I'm not going to go into a rant about it. You know my opinions on the devs, but again, it just shows the incompetence from the team. Now, there is a second question for this, and it's kind of, okay, we'll call it a second question, but it's kind of links to the first one. Do you think that having it just on PC is an issue? Because of course Summit etc is going to release now, and it's going to be released on console as well, but have they fixed the blue screen on the PS4, for example? Or, you know, is there other bugs that are going to come in with this update that are only on console, because the PS4 blue screen is literally only on PS4. So without trying that on a PTS system, how will we ever know? So basically what could happen is we could release the update, PS4 go to play it, and it doesn't work at all on PS4, and then they're like a week or 2 weeks without having to play the game mode, or without being able to play the game mode. And now that's a worst case scenario, but I am a strong believer, and coming from console many months ago now, maybe just under a year ago, I moved from console, which was a PlayStation, to PC. And coming from console, I always wanted PTS on console, because I do feel that the console players do get, shafted a little bit, and they kind of get chucked on the back burner a bit when it comes to anything test-wise. Now, Division 1, they, of course, had the PTS on PlayStation, and it was fantastic. And some good things came from that PTS. Now, I understand that there is time frames on kind of Sony and Microsoft stores, etc., right? So basically, they can't just say today, oh, there's a PTS going live next week on PlayStation, because Sony have to do their work and get it all coded up, get it all ready, and get it all on there, which may take time. However, if the devs are, doing their job correctly, or if the whole team is doing their job correctly, Ubisoft as a whole, and they're planning their time, they should know about a PTS, if not months before it actually happens. It sounds like what they're doing is working on, say, TU11. Now they'll release TU11 and work on TU 11.1, which is not what you should do. They should be planning forward. In their head, they should already know what's happening, or what's, meant to be happening in TU 12 or 13, where they have to have an internal roadmap. I know they're not going to give it to us, which is fine, but themselves, surely they're working on some kind of roadmap. But this would indicate they're not doing that, because not having enough time for Sony to put it on the PlayStation Store means that they're working last minute. They're not prepared. They're not proactively working on the newer projects. They're just basically reactive and not proactive, and that's kind of the the feel that I get from this game at the moment. So that's two questions that we've asked, and of course this is only my personal opinion as normal, so please feel free to give me your opinion, what you think about the whole PTS situation. I get that the game will be in a worse state without PTS, but if you look around, tell me how many games you can find that do a PTS every single update. Tell me one game that needs a PTS every single update. Nothing, right? It's because they can't get the game right, so they are stuck. And that falls down to me personally saying Ubisoft need to step in and sort out the studio, whether they're understaffed. And I'm not saying they're all useless, because obviously they can do something I can't do. I cannot develop a game. So, they've got one up there, right? But however, planning your time. Are they short-staffed? Is the team being taken away? And I said this on stream when people said about if Division, or if Ubisoft are going to stop supporting the Division game. And I said it quite simply. If you have a bottle of water and a can of energy drink, okay, let's call it X Gamer. By the way, use code EK1 for 10% off X Gamer. Quick plug there. So you have these two items, right? The water is making you a big profit. Okay, you're selling it, the water's making profit. The X Gamer energy, for example, is not. Okay, so do you keep investing money into something that's not bringing back an income? Or do you just put more money into the water and buy more of it to sell more of it? And that's what they're doing with the Division, in my opinion. They're basically not making any money from it because lack of, confidence in the devs, and also, there's no community engagement. As much as they like to think they engage with the community, they do not engage with the community. There's community managers splattered all around that I don't never hear anything from. Now, I'm not saying I should have to hear from them, but as a part and a kind of big-ish part of the Division community, I'd imagine that I would hear or see some kind of interaction in the community, which I don't. So for me, that's where they're lacking. you know, that's the end of the story. They're not they're not using the PTS, in my opinion, how they should be. They're using it just as a distraction tool. So guys, let me know in the comment section below your opinions. Let me know what you think. Of course, there's going to be no state of the game recap, because that was the pointlessest state of the game ever. And there's some of the changes they've made are just ridiculous. But anyway, that's for a different video. Take care, everyone. Hit the like button and leave me a comment, and I'll see you all next time. Let's go!